My brother cleared out my savings account in order to pay back his gambling debts, and my parents somehow convinced me to forgive him. He did something even worse, so I exposed him in front of everyone at Thanksgiving dinner. When I was a toddler, my mom gave me spaghetti while I was sitting in my high chair. I hated spaghetti since I was young, and that day was the day she found out. After I tasted it, I began throwing it, kicking and screaming. The kitchen was a mess by the time I got done with it. I pulled my hair with my tomato-stained fingers. I was too young to remember, but Mom would always tell me this story, and it was always funny to me. That was when Jim came to the rescue. He took me out of the high chair and held me. He cleaned me up and helped Mom clean the kitchen. He was roughly 12 at this point. Hearing my mom tell me that story again made me cherish our family a little bit more. In a moment of utter weakness, I decided that I would give Jim another chance, but with more boundaries set this time. Forgiving him took time. As the days turned into weeks, it still pained me to think about him or see his face, because I was reminded of the progress that I had made for my first house with out of the window. I tried my best to be cordial with him, and my parents seemed to like the improvements in our relationship. They invited me more often for family dinners, game nights, and movie nights in an attempt to get our relationship back to what it was before, but the thought still stung. After a few months of rebuilding my trust in Jim again, I felt like I could laugh a little more and be myself again around him. I didn't have to guard my purse as much anymore, and soon we would hang out by ourselves and go on brother-sister outings. One of our favorite things to do together was ziplining. There was this ziplining place near my parents' house where we would go a lot as teenagers. The zip line started from the top of a cliff, sort of in the woods, and would drop you off into the lake. It was so high up, and I never got used to the drop, but it was fun going there with Jim again.